Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're unpacking a massive moment for Goldiam International. We're going to dive right into their historic Q4 FY26 earnings call to figure out exactly how they reached unprecedented financial heights. We're talking strategy, we're talking numbers, and we're looking at the incredible pivots that made this a landmark year.
Look, FY26 wasn't exactly a walk in the park for the global economy. It was a tough environment marked by new tariffs, the conflict in the Middle East, and some crazy volatility in gold prices. Yet, despite all of that, Goldiam showed immense resilience. Honestly, if you're studying business strategy, their playbook this year shows how to not just survive a turbulent market, but actually thrive in it.
All right, let's start with the absolute biggest headline, and it is a massive one. For the very first time in Goldiam's history, their revenue crossed the incredible milestone of 1,000 crore rupees. To put a number on it, they ended FY26 with a tremendously impressive 27.5% increase in consolidated revenue. Hitting this 10-figure mark is a huge psychological and financial triumph that firmly establishes their scale in the global jewelry market.
But it's one thing to grow your top line, right? It's a whole different ballgame to see profitability surge. And that's exactly what happened. Alongside that breathtaking revenue, they achieved a robust 45.7% surge in consolidated profit after tax, reaching over 1,705 million rupees. Seeing profits grow at almost double the rate of revenue tells us one thing for sure: their operational efficiency is just firing on all cylinders.
So here's our roadmap for today. First, we'll look at this record-breaking year. Second, we'll break down their B2B hybrid strategy. Third, we'll dive into ORIGEM, their retail frontier. And finally, we'll take a look at the road ahead.
Let's jump right into part one, a record-breaking year.
Now, when external factors are actively working against you, structural business advantages become your absolute best friend. For example, you might be wondering, with those massive new 15% custom duties on gold in India, how on earth did Goldiam avoid taking a huge hit? Usually, when raw material costs spike like that, margins get completely squeezed, but management was very clear. This tariff increase will not materially impact their operations.
Well, their secret weapon is actually their Special Economic Zone, or SEZ status. Because Goldiam operates from an SEZ, they effectively have a tariff-agnostic shield. It literally allows them to bypass these custom duties completely and protect those record margins. It's a massive structural advantage that perfectly insulates them from domestic tax shocks. Moving right along to part two, B2B, the hybrid strategy.
Okay, diving into their massive US export engine, the shift here is fascinating. They are fundamentally changing what kind of jewelry they make. Lab-grown diamonds now completely dominate the conversation, making up a massive 88.3% of their Q4 export sales. The US market has aggressively moved toward lab-grown over the last 5 years, and Goldiam has successfully captured a really sizable chunk of that transition.
But they are absolutely not stopping there. To grow even further, they're expanding way beyond their traditional stronghold. You see, historically, Goldiam has been all about bridal jewelry. We're talking engagement rings, wedding bands, that sort of thing. But bridal only makes up about 50% of the US market. The other half? That's fashion jewelry. So Goldiam is making a big push into high-value, highly technical fashion items, like tennis bracelets and necklaces. These are skill-heavy categories, and they allow Goldiam to capture significantly higher average selling prices.
Now, what's really driving their steady margin expansion is something they call their hybrid casting method. Basically, they are casting the jewelry over in the United States, but doing the actual value addition back in India before shipping it to US retailers. They've created this highly efficient tariff-agnostic supply chain. It's a brilliant move because it secures business continuity for their retailers while simultaneously increasing their own overall margins.
Which brings us to part three, ORIGEM, the retail frontier. So they are taking all of that massive export design expertise and bringing it directly to the Indian consumer. Their domestic brand, ORIGEM, is on an absolute tear right now. The scale of this hypergrowth is staggering. They currently have 24 operational stores. And get this, they opened half of those in just the last 60 days. That is practically a new store every few days. They're already a top lab-grown retailer in the country, and they have 8 to 10 more stores opening up very shortly.
Let's actually break down the unit economics here, because this is where it gets really fascinating. Setup costs per store are around 3.5 crores, which is heavily weighted on inventory. But here's the kicker. The monthly break-even target is just 17 to 19 lakhs. Their mature stores are already clearing this hurdle, and their premium mall locations are doing north of 40 lakhs a month. If they can keep replicating this, they're looking at a highly lucrative 3-year payback period per store.
To make absolutely sure these stores are hitting those targets, ORIGEM is rolling out some powerful tech and sales enablers. A huge standout is India's first 360-degree 3D digital ring builder. It gives shoppers a completely custom experience, meaning you can alter stone shapes, sizes, and settings right there in the store with live pricing. They're also adding old gold exchange programs, advanced purchase plans, and lower heritage options like 9-karat gold for everyday gifters who maybe don't want to break the bank. It's a heavily optimized retail machine.
And finally, part 4, the road ahead.
So what's next for a company moving this fast? Their ambition for the coming year is crystal clear. They want to double the store count again. The target is 45 to 50 company-owned, company-operated stores, and they want to hit a robust exit revenue of 7 crores per month in retail for ORIGEM alone by the end of FY27.
Management totally believes they have the inherent advantage to just win this space. By combining their corporate parentage, premier mall locations, and advanced digital tools, they're in a prime position. As their managing director, Anmol Bonsali, stated, their access to prime real estate that younger startups just can't touch, combined with their world-class export design language, gives ORIGEM a distinct right to win the mindshare of the Indian lab-grown diamond shopper.
That wraps up our explainer on Goldiam's incredible financial year. But I want to leave you with this final thought to ponder. As agile, lab-grown disruptors rewrite the rules of fine jewelry with rapid store rollouts, tariff-agnostic supply chains, and highly customized digital shopping, is the traditional diamond market's absolute dominance finally coming to an end?